speech, so I'm just going to make this as short and kind of sappy as I possibly fucking can. Okay, so I've known this motherfucker since we were in middle school. I love telling people this because we also worked together, and the job that I had before this, I also worked with him. I kind of follow him wherever he goes. I am a lost puppy dog. Have you met me? Anyway, well, it's a little more than that. Anyway, these people are like family to me. I don't have a very good, close-knit family, so I'm not going to be like, here's Glenn's story, can you fix it? But these people, Dan and Andy, have picked me up when I was the most broken I could ever be. They've done it a couple of times because I break easily. So I am eternally grateful, and I'm very privileged to be a part of this wedding because I don't feel like I deserve it sometimes because you guys are just so amazing. And I love you, and I love your families, and I love that through getting to know both of you, I now have a very big family that I didn't have before. So just thank you. That's all I got.
I am Maddie, and I am Andy's oldest brother. They asked me to write something special and touching for this, and I sat down for weeks and came up with nothing. So, if everyone that is going to help would stand, we've had some friends and family put together a highly plagiarized thing for them that is Doctor Who based, since they're super nerdy. So.
Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Through crimson stars and silent stars and tumbling nebulas, like oceans set on fire, through empires of glass and civilizations of pure thought, and a whole terrible, wonderful universe of impossibilities.
Bad wolf.
We have all come together on this timey-wimey day to rejoice in the coming together of two of the most amazing individuals the universe has ever laid eyes upon. What lies ahead?
Spoilers, sweetie, spoilers.
So shut up.
You are Dan and Andy.
It's like when you're a kid, the first time they tell you that the world's turning and you just can't quite believe it, because everything looks like it's standing still. The ground beneath our feet is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and the entire planet is hurtling around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour. We're falling through space, you and me, clinging to the skin of this tiny little world, and if we let go,
That's who Dan and Andy are.
they are like fire and ice and rage. They are like the night and the storm in the heart of the sun. They are ancient and forever. They burn at the center of time and can see the turn of the universe. And
They are absolutely wonderful. Who are Dan and Andy to each other?
it seems like they've been sleeping for 1,000 years, without a thought, without a purpose, without a voice, without a soul, until they walked into each other's lives. Not all things end.
Not always.
Dan and Andy are proving this true with every day they share. Some people live more in 20 years than others do in 80. It's not the time that matters, it's the people.
Just as the Time Lords of old.
Some people are given the chance to experience life with two hearts. Dan and Andy have not always had a walk in the park. They have had their ups
And their dollars.
The way I see it, every life is a pile of good things and bad things. The good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa, the bad things don't always spoil the good things and make them unimportant. We all change when you think about it. We're all different people all through our lives. And that's okay. That's good. You've got to keep moving. So long as you remember all the people that you used to be.
Don't blink.
Blink, you're dead.
There are worlds out there where the sky is burning and the sea's asleep and the rivers dream. People made of smoke and cities made of song. Somewhere there's danger. Somewhere there's injustice. Somewhere the tea's getting cold.
And somewhere else.
A couple who has endeavored through the best of times and the worst of times is finally uniting in a world that has grown enlightened enough to embrace their love. The couple we have come together to celebrate today will walk in eternity. And if anyone happens to ask whether
Andy.
made any material difference to the welfare of this planet, you can tell them they came and went like a summer cloud and left their mark on everyone they came across. They will always be able to conquer the world with one hand, as long as the other hand is in the hand of the other. We will not forget one line of this.
Not one day.
We swear.
This all may just be a story in your head, but that's okay. We're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh?
Alonzi and Geronimo.
Woo!
How's everybody doing tonight? For all of you that don't know me, my name is Matthew Benson. I'm Danny's older brother. Okay. And for most of the last, 16 years, I haven't been around. I got a little story about this guy. So I was in basic training for the second time, going back through school, and I called my wife and I told her, you have 6 weeks to plan a wedding. So when I get home, we're going to get married, and I have no clue where we're going to end up. About 2 weeks before the wedding, I get to talk to my brother, and he goes, "Man, I have a dilemma." I said, "What's the matter?" He goes, "Well, I don't know who to take to the wedding. Do I take Casey, or do I take so and so, my boyfriend?" And I was like, "Well, which one ever makes you happy?" Now, I don't remember who he brought to the wedding. Hell, I don't even remember half of my wedding. But that never changed how I felt about my brother. I love my brother the same as I always have. No matter how many times I tried to knock a hole in the door, punch you in the face, I still love you the same. Now, for this man over here, unfortunately, I don't know much about him. But what I do know about him is that he's a fun guy, that he's always late. I told him that if he was late to his wedding, that he was going to get duct taped and dragged behind my car. He's made me frustrated, and I yelled at him, but I yelled at him like my brother. Now, I know you guys have been together for quite some time, about half my marriage, but I've always looked at you as my brother, and I always will. And I'm glad that you are part of this family now, officially. Okay? My biggest thing to you guys, and you guys already know this, okay? And it's just to reiterate this. Marriage is hell. Oh, I would say this with her here too. Marriage is fun, and marriage takes you places that you will never go as a single person. So when times get tough, you need to buckle down and hold each other and fight through it. It is not easy, but it is worth what you guys have promised to each other today. And I guarantee you that. So with this, all I'm going to say is to a long and happy marriage, and I can't wait till your 50th.
All right, how about a round of applause for Matt and Maddie, Heather, Luke, and Drew. All right, at this time, I need our newlyweds to meet me out here on the dance floor. It's time for a little game.